ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a moment, if you would. No!
It's okay, bro.
I loved her so much.
I know you
did. God.
Yeah.
Why do bad things happen to good people? I need a moment. Excuse me.
This is a hard day today on the Roll Skull podcast. Our beloved Atlas gone, and it's time to move on and but not to forget what we lost today. She was a friend, a confidant, a funny baby that we liked to point and laugh at because she was adorable. But unfortunately, due to the circumstances of the arc and how high the stakes are, our beloved Vegapunk Atlas has passed. A moment of silence, please.
All right, I think that's enough time.
All right.
I'm over it. Bye,
okay.
Pedro. Atlas.
They're both animal folk, too. That's weird.
You know, it would not feel quite... I would feel much harder about this if it didn't keep happening over and over again. But man...
In the same way, to an explosion.
They had to do my girl like that.
But speaking about someone who also loves his female characters, look over there. That's you, Minnie.
Oh. Oh, hey, I freaking love Alti. Thank God she did not self-destruct. She's still alive. She's still best girl. Living girl.
Yet.
Oh, I swear.
We still have 100 chapters of the Yamato cover story. Come on now.
Yeah. Brother, this thing is dragging too. But Minnie is a very popular and cool member and also a mod on the Digital Burrow, which is the Polypede and Roll Skull podcast Discord. Yeah!
Hey. Link of that Discord can be found in the description.
It sure can, on everywhere, whether if you're watching on the Roll Skull podcast or Polypede Works, it's in the description. Come and join the party. And if you are a cool guy, you can be on the podcast too. We would love to have you. If you aren't, though, you'll never be on the podcast. Ever. I mean it. But anyway.
You guys can teach them to be cool.
That's true. Hello.
A guiding hand. We will not be sparing the rod this day.
No.
But anyway.
Not at all.
How did my I don't even know. How did I sound? Did I peak my mic the entire time?
No, it was good. I liked it.
Cool. I've been practicing all week for this. Okay. Nailed it. So
and
One Piece, chapter 1120.
And in a moment I had a speech for her too.
Yeah.
But yeah, entitled Atlas.
1120. Oh my goodness.
And on the first page, we did not learn one thing from Kaido because we have child abuse, apparently.
Of course.
You don't want to spare the rod? You can't.
No.
So they were throwing rocks at Yamato, and instead of Yamato being strong and doing anything for themselves, Denjiro had to follow her out of the flower capital to be their personal bodyguard.
Yes.
Well, it makes sense. They already hate Yamato. So if she did anything, they would just hate her even more.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still throwing rocks.
Yeah. They should still be throwing rocks, and Yamato should be able to defend themselves about this.
Yeah. Use your spinny club.
Well, don't kill the kids, but
Well, no, kill that one in the bottom. He's ugly. But also his heights are pretty on point because Yamato is 8'8" and Denjiro is 10 feet tall.
Mhm.
So that's cool. I didn't know that.
Wait, that means the top of her head goes up to like his nose. So from his nose to the top of his head is 2 feet.
Jeez.
he's a big guy.
Yeah.
His head is big. His head's like 4 feet long then.
Yeah. A lot of thoughts in that head.
Speaking of long heads, Vegapunk, baby.
Yeah. I like this flashback, but okay. So here's the thing. Okay, is Clover's brother like Nico Ala's father? Because I'm feeling she's going to be a D at some point. Because this is wild.
That would make the world
D
seem
for
so small.
Devil Child. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's a D.
Yeah.
Not that everyone's a D, but everyone's related.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what's the point of this? And I looked it up. We have to wait for the official, but like Cleoma, or however it's pronounced, it's just Claymore, like the sword.
Yeah.
Or the anime with all the blonde women, whichever you prefer. But yeah, it's Claymore D Clover, CDC, which sounds like a company.
It's the medical thing from the US.
Ah, I didn't know that. Uh-oh.
So that's why we Buster called.
And yeah, Vegapunk has his little dragon here. I don't think this is 13 though. It's too small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you actually look above it, right above the cage, what is that?
I think that's the sign. It looks like Onigashima, but it's not.
Yeah,
That
it looks
might
like some
actually-
monster is. It looks like a giant who's looking over the cage.
He's growling.
Oh, this one.
And if you notice the keep,
Go on. Sorry.
yeah.
No, go on. Sorry.
it has a keep out sign, which we see above. So that symbol is like the giant symbol. So it's like danger. There's a giant.
Well, we do know that Caesar froze all those giants in Punk Hazard, so there might have been some looming around before the incident with Akainu and Aokiji.
Also, if you look at that giant sign, kind of looks like the marine sign right next to it, except upside down.
Mm.
All right, no, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's why you're on. Also, we know Vegapunk made ancient giants, some artificial ones. That's what the numbers are in Kato's organization.
I forgot that Vegapunk actually made those.
Yeah.
Yeah, did Vegapunk make those, or was that Caesar off of his
No,
stuff?
Vegapunk.
Huh.
Vegapunk made those.
Fair.
That's why they're all like mentally handicapped, I guess. They're not real.
That's why he didn't put them out into the world, because he was embarrassed because they weren't perfect.
True. Very true. They can only like say their names. Go on.
You mentioned the dragon, but there's one sitting next to him and there's one behind Clover. Are they the same dragon and it moved? Or is that two different dragons?
That's what I'm confused about because Vegapunk's kind of big
Mm-hmm.
and Clover's like a regular dude. So I'm not sure.
I mean, he probably had more than just one.
Because he had two in Punk Hazard. There's 13. There's a little weird green cow dragon.
Yeah.
So I guess this is when he had more. Because this guy is neither Red 13 nor is he the cow dragon. So yeah, I don't know. But Clover is a D, which
Or at least his brother is. I don't know if everyone in a sibling lineage would be a D.
I mean it's been that way so far.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
the worst result of this is if Clover's a D, the last time we saw him alive, he was not smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw you
So-
post that. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think that Clover's a D.
I hope so too, because if he's alive because he's a D, that would be upsetting.
Well, no, he says his real name is Clayhamon D. Clover.
Oh, God.
Oh, So he's alive.
Him and Cobra are hanging out together, man.
Nefertiti D Cobra.
They put them on the island that Elvis is still on.
Yeah. Oh, Nefertiti D Vivi. Monkey D.
At least that one made sense.
I can vouch for that one. This one is weird.
Everyone has to be a D. Everyone is part of this lineage.
Nico
Get
D.
outta
Robin.
here.
Nico D. Robin.
No. No. Stop.
The only Ds I want from now on are the Celestial Dragons. I want them to be Ds.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Because you had a theory about that, right? That the
way that
dragons were Ds.
Yeah, that Emu was fighting them, and the way that they won wasn't that they beat the Ds; it's that they corrupted the Ds.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had a point about this too, Zakk. How weird it is that Charlos was able to detect that he didn't actually shoot Zorobek and Saboti.
I don't think that was me. I think that was someone else. But yeah,
I think that was me.
Oh well, credit to you, Minnie.
Yeah, because the Celestial Dragons are oddly strong for having done nothing in their entire life. Like, you saw Kuma getting stabbed, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you could stab a robot?
Yeah, or
I could.
Well, yeah, Zakk could.
Zakk D.
I'm a D. Oh god. Zakk D. Sephiroth.
Yeah. I love it. Or even when he was a regular guy, like a Buccaneer seems to have like a lot of muscle mass. Then again, no, that one guy shot his dad in the head, so I don't know. But yeah.
He shot him with like a cannon, a hand cannon.
Yeah.
I think, right?
I don't remember.
Oh well.
Anyway,
how is it that every time Caesar Clown is on screen, I am filled with utmost joy and laughter?
He's so horrible. I love him.
How do I love this man so much? It's unreal.
He's so... It's funny how he's consistently awful. It's so good. I'm glad he was never a good guy.
I see him and I smile, and he's just saying the most vile nonsense. They finally got that archaeologist Clover. He's so funny.
He's good. I hope his organization is ruined by Lilith. I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's upstate.
Oh, we gotta talk about Lilith, man.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, is everybody on YouTube saying she'll be a Straw Hat? No.
No way.
There's no way. She'll be in the story. She ain't gonna be no Straw Hat. You're crazy. You're actually crazy. That one video I saw, no nuts to that guy. That's impossible. What will Frankie even do?
He's the ship guy. She can be the science girl.
No. He's the science guy too. No. But we'll get to that when we get to it.
Do you know who else
tried.
is the science guy?
Oh.
Usopp.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And Nami.
Because he invented magic.
And Chopper.
Yeah, Chopper.
I agree. I agree with Polly on this one. Usopp's more of a magic guy than a science guy.
Well, no, he's a science guy because he literally just made magic. The climate attack makes no sense. It made birds. How does the climate attack make birds? You remember that?
Don't worry about it.
You stuff them in there, give them enough food for like 2 weeks, and hope it's used by those 2
I hope I have to use that move.
What's up, Luffy Gear 5th on TikTok? Hello. Thank you for the likes. Anyway, Clover, not Clover. Yeah, the other big head guy. Vegapunk, looking at Robin's bounty poster. Yada yada, he's sad. Vegapunk is kind of a villain though. I ain't gonna lie about it.
No, he's such a good, cool guy though.
Okay.
He ain't done nothing wrong.
You can't.
I kind of agree.
I'm going.
I agree with that. He's not on anybody's side, which makes it look like he's evil.
He's too gray for me. Like it, because the Seraphim are abominations, all of them, except for S-Snake. She's a cutie patootie. But like the rest of them, no.
S Shark in particular is a crime.
That's an eye whitener. Like what? You did what?
Fisher Tiger is rolling.
And Crocodile, whatever he's called, might be child abuse.
he had to scar this child to be on brand, dude.
Did you chop off the baby's hand?
I need to know.
Because holy cow, brother!
No. Crocodile one hand is a lineage factor. You didn't know? You didn't know? My man suffers from diabetes.
He's a tiny hand from a Scary Movie 3.
Yeah.
This is a good show. And then Kuma.
By the way, you
go on.
Go on. No. You go on.
And then Kuma's another like brother. What are you doing? You knew this man personally.
Mm-hmm.
S-Bear is awful.
Dude, he already made the pacifistas and saw how they were being used, but I'll give him another chance.
Bruh.
Here's a stronger set of weapons.
Bruh. And the pacifistas are worse because you kept making them. There are like at least 3 versions of these things. We never see version 2.
Yeah, but you know, it's cool. It's cool. Vegapunk did nothing wrong because you see, he got permission.
Oh my.
But in his defense, he did help a lot of people with them. Like, the pacifistas fought mainly pirates who are bad guys. They are bad guys. Yeah, so...
And he got
Vegapunk
permission from Kuma under duress with a kidnapped child as leverage. You know, it's cool. He did nothing wrong.
A sick
with a child as payment.
Oh.
Not duress, payment.
True.
Probably cut that
makes
out.
it better, right? What?
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. It's so over, bro. Okay, no, that was funny, though. I'm keeping it in. That was funny. But yeah, you said sick child is payment. Excellent. Superb. I hate you, Vegapunk. I'm glad you're gone. But
if the next chapter ends with Vegapunk being cut off again, Egghead as a whole is a wash.
I gotta agree. And I usually defend these things. I agree. Nah. Because...
It's gonna
go on.
No, I'm gonna say it's gonna happen 100%. That Oda wanted to get so many things out there, but he can't. So he's gonna keep.
He
doing
refuses
this,
to
one
do
or two
anything.
I am in a
like. If Vegapunk gets cut off, Lilith had better tell us everything.
Please,
but don't you know? Vegapunk didn't upload that part of his memory, so they don't have access to it.
Of course.
Or actually.
Vegapunk, Shaka, and no one did who was there.
Actually, this is going to be a thing in the future. Lilith will not be able to see the whatever it is, the egghead thing, because she's not going to be able to turn on her head because that would tell York where she is and that she's alive.
True.
She should already know the information.
Yeah.
She should already know.
But
you're telling me the world's smartest scientist could just forget?
Well, yeah. They don't have Vegapunk's fruit.
That's the weird thing. They don't.
Don't they, though?
I don't know. Like, are they done for uses technically?
No, but they're all connected to his brain, which is the fruit.
Yeah. That's a hard ball. I don't know.
But they're robots. They're data. They don't need to have big brains.
Yeah, that is true, because their brains could be different.
Like, there's a couple things. Vegapunk better tell us something.
Yeah.
In the Vegapunk arc. We have been gassing this man up since Alabasta?
Probably.
Water 7?
At least Water 7, because we actually
At least Water 7, because they mentioned him with Funkfried.
Right, and then Nami listens in. What one?
Alabasta had the dog?
Yeah.
Cannon?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they mentioned him. I don't know if they mentioned him with Salu.
No, they didn't.
I know they mentioned him with Funkfried.
Yeah, because at the end, like after Enies Lobby is over, Nami is sitting at the pool with Chimney and I think Kokoro, and she's listening in on the whole bit about how Vegapunk discovered this new technology of how to feed object devil fruits.
Yeah.
So
and coat the ships.
So we've been gassing him up since there. He's a major part of one of the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Frankie. So he's a major part of Frankie's backstory. Frankie looks up to this man. Did Tom know Vegapunk?
No. As far as we know,
But-
no.
Yeah, but Frankie did go to Baltimore. He learned all of Vegapunk's technology, all that kind of nonsense. It's a major part of that.
He met his
went
classmate,
to
apparently.
Punk Hazard.
Yeah, Punk Hazard.
We went to Punk Hazard, and we got to see his old lab.
Yeah.
And then the main villain of Punk Hazard and Sanji is directly related to Vegapunk.
True Judge, yes. As is Queen.
We have been that's like what, 5 different arcs that directly have to deal with Vegapunk, and then we also have everything with Kuma.
And then we have
directly
Weevil.
dealing with him. Dragon? All of the revolutionaries?
Yeah.
Directly to deal with it. Everything is tied to this man, and we're gonna finally get to the arc where he's supposed to say anything and he refuses to. He just says nothing.
But hey, he needed that cup of coffee.
It's been like, by the time that we get to the next arc, it's gonna be at least 70 chapters of this, man.
Yeah.
Like, did we just waste our time for the last 2 years?
I hope not.
Like, what are we doing? Can he say anything?
Because we still don't know anything about Devil Fruits after all this.
I don't want him to say everything. I just want him to say anything. This is the world's smartest man. This is the science guy. Let me know anything. I want an answer, man.
Because we built up too many questions. Go on, Minnie.
I do like one thing is he does say they must have heard the voices of the past, which is kind of a big thing. That's apparently how
There's
we're
a lot of implications, but what does that mean?
Yeah.
I think one of them's going to mean that we have to go back to Skypiea and listen to the bell again.
Oh.
Well, the bell fell into the ocean, didn't it?
No.
Oh,
Still
okay.
But on a better note, we see my boy Zeph. Oh, precious old piece. How I miss thee.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's immaculate. Look at him. And Patty. I love you, Patty.
Talking about the Revolutionary Army being useless, that middle panel.
Oh, yeah. Tequila Wolf. Yeah.
They saved it, but apparently just didn't stay there. They just let more slaves come in.
Yeah.
Did they just raid this place every month or so?
That's the weird part. Like, Kuma went there. Why did he send Robin there? Did he know Revolutionary's going to come there at one point?
I want to say yes, but how?
Yeah, yeah.
And not only did he send Robin there, he sent it to the edge of the bridge. So how did he know how far the bridge went?
Right,
unless he was there recently.
It's only been like a year. So, yikes. If he miscalculated, she would just fell into the ocean. Oh, well,
holy crap! His aim's amazing.
His aim is amazing. That's why he's got a wreck on his chest, baby. But yeah. So, this is the bad part of the chapter. We're moving on to the Straw Hats again, but we can skip around. We're getting too uniform.
Yeah, like
so let's just skip to the important part.
So
okay,
the boat is getting to the Elbaf boat.
Yes.
So we at least know that no, this isn't going to be whole cake. We are not splitting the crew again.
Which is good. So I would have rather you leave somebody behind, but that's my opinion.
But if you leave him behind, how could he die?
Not everyone can like Zoro. It's fine.
Okay.
Zoro seemed way too emotional in this chapter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
So yeah.
Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say I actually didn't really like Zoro that much this chapter because he was out of character.
Huh. That's interesting.
I don't know.
Oh, that's fair.
I like the robot. I do like the robot.
I like the robot a lot. Emeth is redeeming this one step at a time. He really is.
Okay, so bad part of the chapter.
First off, though, my God, Oda, I don't blame you. See, that's why she's sticking around.
Why? Why did you draw her like that?
That's why she's sticking around.
We have to get exactly a back shot of her for one more time in Egghead.
I can't imagine how high the anime numbers have been so far. because they're diabolical. They even made a chibi version of her where she's thicker. And I'm like, brother.
Ratings are up!
Ratings are through the roof. Those Japanese children are tuning in and their fathers are too.
I wonder if that's why we're keeping Lilith around for a while. Because she's good for ratings.
Oh, yeah. And now that last episode, another character's good for ratings too. That's why she's sticking around.
Mm-hmm.
Our best girl knocks Lilith out a bit too hard.
My man took a month-long break, 3-week, month-long, somewhere around there after Toriyama died. And he's like, I have to Vegeta someone.
Yeah.
I have to Vegeta someone. It's exactly the same. Knocks out Goku. Let's be honest. Knocks out Trunks.
Yeah.
Looks back to Piccolo, take care of them. Flies off to this infinitely respawning, regenerating force of nature to blow themselves up to buy a little bit of time.
Yeah. And it's funny because Zoro's green like Piccolo.
Uh-huh.
So that was a very apt comparison.
I'm happy you did say Goku because everybody else on the internet is saying Chaozu.
Chaozu? Well, it's too easy to say Chaozu. But no, this is way closer to Vegeta.
It is.
Yeah, it's spot on.
Like, this would be a massively impactful panel. If not for two things. Pedro already did it, and Pedro was way better.
Yeah.
And what's his face?
Pell?
No. Well, Pell. Pell doesn't count. Pell was like 30 years ago. That's enough time to get it out of our minds.
No, Pell is important because all these people are blowing themselves up, but Pell is the one who survived.
Pell is the one who survived. But Ashura Doji, last arc.
Yo, that's true.
Dog, do we need an explosion quota every arc now?
He was my favorite too. Oh.
Like, could we lay off a character exploding themselves to die every arc? That's such a weird thing to have to ask.
Yeah, and why are there always the big ones? I like the big ones. Stop killing the big ones.
Why is it always my favorite?
Oh.
I gotta say, the way she dies, though, is like... Cool. I thought she was meh. I liked her design, but she became my favorite. The way she smiled and then died. It was just great.
Oh my god, she smiled before she died. Atlas is a D!
Atlas D, Vegapunk.
Yeah!
Vega D, Punk, they're all Ds.
Yes, sir.
We didn't see Shaka smile because he had the mask on.
He had no mouth, so he couldn't scream.
Oh, wait a minute. Pythagoras also exploded and died, but that wasn't a self-sacrifice.
But thank goodness he did. I hate Pythagoras.
And,
he didn't have a mouth, right?
Edison, yeah.
Edison didn't have a mouth, but he was content in his death.
Yeah.
Interesting. Awesome. Interesting set of death scenario.
Yeah. And Vegapunk can't smile because his tongue is out his mouth. Like, can you smell your tongue out your mouth? I mean, kind of.
I saw somebody post earlier, speaking of Vegapunk's tongue.
Oh.
Somebody mentioned that Vegapunk's outfit is very similar to Big Mom's outfit. And Big Mom's first son just so happens to have a long tongue.
I made a short about that like a year ago. Oh, yeah. Here's the weird part, too. He flawlessly recreates Punk Hazard out of candy.
Yeah.
For Caesar Clown, which is weird. Well, we know what that tongue does. Anyway, oh, that's not PG-13. Good Lord. Okay. I'm stopping.
We know what that tongue does. Yes, it eats delicious candy.
Exactly. So yeah.
So do you think Perispero got the tongue before or after the fruit?
See, that's the weird part too, because
you would think that would be part of the lick fruit.
Right?
Leloli.
So I don't know. It's weird because it could be either or. But Jinbei is actually at the helm, which is useless at this point because they're flying the ship.
They are flying in the air and the sails aren't even down.
Wait, it looks like he's sitting in a chair. Did they put a chair behind the wheel?
Yes, they did.
Thank God.
You know he can't stay.
Jinbei's too fat to stand for too long. See, what we need is for Jinbei to unfurl the sails, do his thing that he did back in Whole Cake, and do like a crazy like spin move in the air. That'd be cool.
That's no.
Give my man some help spin feats.
We
Can't you control water? Is the cloud not water? Why couldn't you make the cloud longer? Why did Atlas have to kill herself?
Well, I don't know. Skypiea clouds are a little bit weird and different.
Yeah. It's a parabolan or whatever that element's called. Yeah, it's parabolan.
Also, I don't think he had time to make the cloud longer. He was too busy fastball specialing Zoro.
Exactly. Because Fishman Karate, by him, is useful and interesting.
Yes, it definitely is. It's my favorite kind of karate.
I hate this character. I hate him so much.
Hey, him throwing Zoro was cool. Come on.
I'm not budging. It's lame.
He has one cool feat where he's allowed to have one. Come on.
I wish his own moveset was cool, Zakk. I wish it was. But it ain't. It just ain't. Zoro's cool.
When Luffy Nikifies everyone, it will be cool.
I mean, is he too big to Nikify?
Nonsense. Hey, every Saturday morning cartoon needs a top-heavy fat guy. Nika needs a Bluto. And it can't be Frankie because that kind of messes with my idea. So it's Jinbei.
Can it be Nami?
No, they need an olive oil.
Olive oil's assets are not as big as Nami's, so I think Nami's better.
Well, yeah, because it's anime. We have to make all the assets bigger.
Alright.
This is Japan. But
you mentioned Luffy turning everybody into Gear 5. I think that's actually going to happen because the Gorosei, I think they're in Gear 5 as well.
Well, I mean,
possible.
Wait, like here's the weird part I've noticed. There seems to be, maybe this won't be the case for Luffy, maybe it will be, but there seems to be like a second level of awakening because you have what the Gorosei do, in which the Haragamo, the cloud thing, is on them in all forms, man, beast, or just beast. Whereas when you have like guys like Lucy and Kaku, they only have a hybrid form in which they have the Haragamo. When they transform into like, we haven't seen that yet, but as far as we know, they don't have like a beast form with the Haragamo around them, which is weird. So I don't know if Luffy will have another form.
I mean, it is his awakening, so he does get that. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get Gear 5th awakened, because Gear 5th is the awakening.
Yeah. Like,
what I'm wondering about is if Lilith is going to see Caesar's Rumble Ball upgrades and be interested in that and be like, oh, these upgrades are terrible. Who did this? Some amateur? And then upgrade the Rumble Ball to be even better so that Chopper can eat a Rumble Ball and get an awakening completely and utterly unearned in any kind of way.
That's a short, Zakk. Thank you. May I have that? May I? I should ask. Okay.
Go nuts.
That's good, though, because that'd be funny. Go on.
And then why don't you just let her be like, oh, people get sick? Why don't I just cure that? Here's this thing that does all of that.
Oh,
yeah,
no!
Yeah, there was a doctor on Drum Island that taught me this technique to cure literally anything. She didn't teach you, you idiot.
She's probably dead. I mean, she'd be like 140 right now, but...
Oh, no.
Correa had it the whole time. She just told Chopper there is no cure-all just to mess with him.
She trained him wrong, as a joke.
Oh, no. Because he's an animal, right?
No, that was a reference to Kung Pao.
I know.
Yeah. Oh man, have you all heard the speaking of just Drum Island and doctors and such?
Yeah.
Have you heard about the hero luck theory about the true meaning of the cherry blossoms?
No, enlighten me.
Spring?
Some people say that while he was traveling, he got infected by the sick fruit in some way. That's why it was uncurable. And seeing the cherry blossoms was so inspiring that it unlocked hockey inside of him, and that allowed him to overpower the Sig fruit and be better.
I don't know if that's hacked or base.
It's hacked.
It's hacked.
It feels like hack.
I don't want scientific explanations for cool things happening.
No, I'm happy with the scientific, but like to unlock hockey and then be so strong at it subconsciously to do that.
Yeah,
because he didn't break the sickness. He was sick the whole time. It just was less effective.
Well, you see, his hockey is naturally stronger at overcoming the will of others because he was a D.
Was he actually a D?
No.
Yeah, his name is Hiroluck D. Octor.
Get out of here, Zakk. Get out of here. I will not have this here. No. No. Oh, that's awful.
You see, he died with a smile on his face.
I hate this. I hate this.
Is that... Wait.
It's not real, man.
Are they all...
So
They're all D-Octas, which is why the king had to kill all of them before Luther showed up.
Because he wanted them all dead.
Bad show. It's a bad show. Oh, I hate it. No.
Oh, I can't wait for them to go back to D-Rum Island.
No! Ah! I'm taking psychic damage. This is awful.
Oh, God, why?
Oh, Lord. But, yeah. Here's what's weird, too. She doesn't have blood in that arm. She is fully robotic.
She is fully robotic, yeah.
That's weird.
Also, it's really funny. Remember when we blew up Atlas and she was like, we can replace our faces, and we had like this really cool setup for something that might pay off later on, a Chekhov's gun, as it were, and then they did nothing with it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Thanks.
Would they give Lilith... Go on?
Go on.
No,
they might give Lilith another face. That would be a very funny joke.
But I guess it would be because here's a weird... Okay, I need an explanation. Because, okay, we know Lilith has a part in her head that's robotic. I get that. But
a nucleus that will allow her to regenerate indefinitely so long as it stays.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be in the head. It can be anywhere. That's convenient.
But anyway. You were saying.
I'm taking on so much psychic damage. Oh, my God. So much. York and Lilith seem to be the only ones who aren't fully robotic.
Shaka bled. Unless that was oil.
Yeah, that's weird, because, like, that's obvious, though, because, like, he bled, but then his head was, like, a helmet. And seeing as how he didn't have a face underneath, I'm just going to say that was his head. Pythagoras and Edison look like the sea beasts, so, of course, they're robots. But, yeah, York has been played pretty straight, and Lilith has been played pretty straight. So,
York has to be somewhat flesh and bone.
She gotta be. I don't know how to.
She needs at least a digestive system.
I don't know how the poop thing works because, like, she collects all the poop. I don't know how that works, but which is disgusting. But hey,
brown hockey, baby.
Yes, brown hockey. Oh, that's some powerful hockey. That's why she's showing the Blackbeard Pirates. I'm telling you, they need that brown hockey on their team. I hope she keeps asking Kuzan to make her ice cream. That'd be the best thing ever. Please. Please. I don't ask for much. Just please.
If York is surviving this arc, I need her to become a celestial dragon. Just so they could take her back to Marijoa to tell everyone, by the way, no food.
That's funny.
I need that, like, if York is not going to be betrayed by the Gorosei and killed, I need that to be the end of her story.
That'd be funny.
There's no way they betray her. I mean, TIC is useful.
Yeah.
They got the Mother Flame.
But they don't know how to use it.
By the way, it's called the Mother Flame. And then there's 7 seraphim children who also have flames on their back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the title Mother is unironic? Like it actually somehow gave birth to them?
It could give birth to something else. Because I think what Vegapunk was going for was like, it's the mother flame. It's going to be the flame that births a new era of technology and peace.
Yeah.
Because infinite energy is crazy, dude.
It is.
Hmm.
And then we don't know where it comes from. It could be a Lunarian flame, maybe, but I don't know. We have to find more out about that.
We won't.
It's important that we saw that was in water. Do you think that the original one is actually somewhere in the ocean? Like maybe Reverse Mountain?
I mean, that'd be cool if Reverse Mountain was a big machine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. If you look from the sky down, what does Reverse Mountain look like?
An X marks the spot, baby.
No, actually.
Mm.
It has one too many things for an X.
Oh, right.
Star?
It's the kanji for fire.
Ooh,
That's true.
Very cool. I didn't know that.
And also, I looked this up. I don't know if it's even relevant, but apparently there's a thing once a year in Japan where they light a hill on fire with the kanji sign to say farewell to the spirits.
Oh.
And I guess it wouldn't make sense for Reverse Mountain if it's like towards the top, because if I'm assuming infinite energy is nuclear fission, is a star. If there's a star inside of Reverse Mountain, that would make sense as to why it pulls all the water towards the top.
They described it because it said there was a volcanic activity on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's why it goes up.
Ooh.
So yeah, volcanic could be done by the flame.
It's possible.
I like that.
Also, why was there like religious temple things on the way there as well?
Because I think the Lunarians, as part of the Red Line, right?
Yeah, I'm saying it's probably been described, but like, why is that spot important?
And more importantly, why was the outside of Reverse Mountain filled to the brim with Western-style dragons? Do y'all remember that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, on the pillars, right?
No. Like right before, there's an entire arc where they meet a little girl who could talk to dragons, and
Like filler.
it's filler. It's filler in the anime.
Wait, yeah, because you have to whisper through. Yeah, eyepiece.
Yeah.
That was weird. No, that's actually an interesting point, though. Like, why that filler?
Because they didn't know what to do at the like that. That feels like they were trying to do what filler worked at the time.
Yeah.
Because all fillers like that, where it's just like completely unnecessary.
Now you can't
It
be
feels
thinking.
like early 90s filler. No, it's not real. It's not real.
I know
Get
it's-
out of here.
I know it's not, but now dragons are weird now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drop it.
The dragons are in Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
They are not in the East Blue.
They could have been.
And Nami
Dude,
could
it's
have
crazy.
killed a man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the fillers, she did. That was
Oh,
pretty cool.
Good.
Yeah. There was a Devil Fruit user that followed them up to Reverse Mountain. He got on the boat and Navi just knocked him into the water.
Oh yeah, the long nail guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is very funny.
That's funny. I like that.
But like, dude, there's a filler scene in Alabasta where they just like fall down in a hole and they find a poneglyph.
I remember that. That's true.
I was like, hey yo!
That's crazy. I remember that. And Luffy punched the wall and his fist bounced off the wall and hit Zoro. I remember that. That was great.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Reverse Mountain, fire, Mother Flame.
Coop D burst.
Coop D burst.
Yes, the sun is a D.
Frankie named a technique after his lineage.
Wait, I actually got to do this. I know you said you're going to drop it, but I just looked at the chapter. There was a pillar with serpent-like dragons on it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right. That's why it's funny that like King was so enamored by Kaido, and then he had a attack with his serpentine dragons.
All right, I just wanted to say that's really weird.
It is,
but
weird.
I'll drop it too.
It's weird.
Chapter 1, boys.
Chapter 1. But yeah, funny Emeth. Emeth is funny.
Frank Key, more like Frank D. Anyway,
cut
Emmeth
D?
is very funny. Emmeth is very funny. I love the gag where he's like, "Allow me to show you my ultimate technique." Uh-oh.
I'm rusted and busted. How could this be?
Literally me.
Me after too much spicy food and I wake up the next morning. Oh no. I love Emmeth. I'm glad this did not turn into a lesser manga with his presence.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was a slippery slope. His shape is very funny, which is great. I like the shape.
He looks kind of like Pythagoras, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, this is coming up like later this month on the channel. I made a few videos about how he looks like oars.
A little bit, yeah.
Like just robot oars. And this will be a short at some point. He also looks like the first toy that Wapple makes.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah! Full Metal Alchemist!
They put my man's soul into a suit of armor.
Very cool. Now,
do you have any guesses what that thing on his back is?
Will we even see him use it?
Is it a boomerang?
It's a bomb. He's gonna blow up.
That's what he's talking about?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like it could be a jetpack, maybe?
Yeah, well, X marks the spot. So
true. Important. Maybe that's what it is. Like, it's a subtle hint that that's where the transmission's coming from.
Oh, yeah. Good eye, Zakk. That's good.
If I had to guess, the transmission's coming from the same place that we saw Vegapunk halfway in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we already saw the snail in there.
Yeah, true. And
we did. And it looked like he was like in a laboratory. So the inside of him is like a laboratory as well.
Yeah, moving lab.
Or probably a lab and control center. It's weird.
And I wonder if he's waterproof. I wonder if Vegapunk knows the real history and developed a way to live while the world is flooded forever.
Well, I mean, I guess he kind of did because he's a big brain now, high up in the cloud. So, yeah. We know Emmeth is waterproof because he came out the water last chapter.
Yeah.
It's weird you can put the voice of all things into objects, but then it's called the voice of all things. So, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that seems to have a consciousness. So it feels like you're putting consciousness into an item, which might be done the same way that you put a devil fruit in an item.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, because devil fruits give consciousnesses. So, yeah, that's true. Which
makes me think, I really am obsessed with the bell. What if that bell has Joy Boy's consciousness?
I don't know. That would ruin Skypiea, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't ruin Skypiea, but I would certainly hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, there has to be someone who is important. Like, why is that?
It was someone who was important. His name is Calgara and Noland.
Precious Noland. Noland, my king. He's so based. Oh my god. Anyway, something that you like, Zakk. Baby Bluegrass.
Love her.
She's great.
Immaculate.
The twin tail one?
I think so.
Yeah, she had pigtails. Yeah, but yeah, like
she's adorable.
I love her.
I didn't know she had a name.
Really?
Yeah, Admiral Bluegrass. Yeah, she's awesome. She's my favorite.
She's good. Ride fruit. I love the there's some good panels in this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one where he's about to fire is great.
Yeah, like you have like this action shot between the two. And actually good use of speed lines. Because it contrasts against the robot. It indicates action contrasting against the robot who's standing still. They're looking at each other. It's paneled well. I like it.
And it's weird that apparently Jupiter's teeth are stronger than Warcree's tusks.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny to me. Because he was able to punch through Warcree's tusks, but Jupiter can bite through his arm. That's funny.
Maybe not the arm, but the fist. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know if this joke would be better if we didn't have to have a panel of everyone reacting to it. I don't know if Nika makes things less funny in this scenario. Maybe I'm just a hater.
Well, I mean, no, like, because he was excited. I think it's a disconnect because his initial reaction was in the last chapter.
Yeah.
So like you don't get it like all at once like you do with Frankie and Sanji. And yeah,
what's wrong with Sanji's eye right there?
They're supposed to be bugging out of their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his eye's like black.
It is a very strange way to draw it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's weird that he doesn't have to do the same thing as Luffy because I mean they're right next to him.
Yeah.
Or like Luffy's.
They did do that.
Yeah, I mean,
chapters ago.
Yeah, right.
But it wasn't
maybe
Luffy,
even
to a Gosei.
Yeah, maybe even Luffy, even Oda is understanding that this joke is starting to get played out a little bit when he does it every chapter.
Yeah.
I hope.
All I'm saying is that he's doing that to show us that the Gosei have tune powers as well.
They can at least adapt the tune powers pretty well.
They can.
They've definitely. Go on.
They definitely have tune powers because the crew have reacted with their eyes popping out, with Luffy nowhere near.
True.
So it had to be the Gosei causing the tuneness.
I don't know if that's Gorosei or if that's just Oda trying to make a gaffe. It's always hard to tell because now with Gear 5th, every joke has to have scientific political reason.
Oh,
cabbage.
Yeah, but moving on to something I did not realize until we saw this shot. Saturn's a tiny little baby.
Who?
Saturn.
I mean, in comparison to the giant worm, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, because like he's perched on the edge of the giant ship. I did not know he was that small.
Yeah. I mean, the giant ship is that big. He's about the size of, like, he's a little bit bigger than Dorian Brogy.
Yeah, right. He's like two of them put together.
Which is enormous.
It is. And I guess the reason why I'm in my mind, I picture him bigger because he's been compared to people much smaller than him.
Yeah.
For the longest. But it's such a whiplash moment to me. But yeah, he is.
Well, we expect what size a boat should be, and then we're on a giant boat, which is like 100 times bigger.
Right. No, you're right, yeah. He's kind of cute.
Do I want Saturn to win?
Can my spider grandpa be this cute?
If you go down to the top of the next page, you won't even see him on the boat, though.
Yeah.
He is big.
Giants are big.
They are big. And the sun is coming in for that landing. It's man, that's a big explosion.
Do you think they're going to land on Saturn?
I hope so. That'd be funny.
That would be a very funny gag if Saturn gets just blapped by the sunny.
Or like it like skims the edge of the boat and knocks him off into the water.
Yeah, I want to know, does he drown? That would be an interesting way to show that.
Peter, help me, you fool! Oh! Oh! I guess Nezuro. Freeze the water, Nezuro! What a world! I'm drowning!
I will
the snake
perform
was
the
not
summoning.
drinking it.
Oh, that would be funny.
And then the BS would be if he's like a diving bell spider and he makes a bubble air around himself to protect himself.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
But that's wishful thinking. Anyway, now the world knows that Gold Roger's name is Goldie Roger, which is important for the story. Do I care? Half and half?
We've known that for 20 years.
But the people didn't.
I know the people of the universe. I don't care about what the people of Dressrosa think about the current political climate. I care about the story going forward.
What about Impel Down? What about those people? The prisoners deserve to know.
I guess.
Why do they know, by the way? Why do they have a snail?
It makes everyone's job a little bit easier if you can placate the level 5 guys.
Yeah.
You placate them by putting them in the freezer and hoping that they die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nesjiro, I don't know if he got shot the first time, but Nesjiro has hockey confirmed. Not hockey, regeneration confirmed.
Yeah. They all have regeneration.
Yeah. And my wife is happy that she's the last Vegapunk. I don't know how to feel about this. But I'm happy she's happy. And that is the chapter. This is one of those famous go on.
Jupiter also or which one? Nosjuro also knows about Lilith. I don't know what that's gonna affect anything, but
What do you mean? Which one is that?
Nosjuro, the horseman.
Why does he know about Lilith?
I don't know. But it's like Atlas's signal is gone. I'm the last Vegapunk, and then he's like, well, not quite.
No, they're talking about Vegapunk.
Yeah, he's talking about the signal. He doesn't know either. Because
Are they talking about the signal?
Yeah, they're talking about the signal because Vegapunk York said Lilith's signal is also gone earlier on in the chapter.
Yeah.
So to everyone, Lilith is dead, even though she's not.
So he's not in this panel. He's not reacting to "I'm the last Vegapunk." He's reacting to something else.
To the
go on
to the signal, and then you see right below it. It says, "We've let you say far too much." Stella. They're
fair.
both talking to Vegapunk.
Yeah. So everyone's eyes are now on Emeth because Emeth has the signal within signal that Vegapunk is broadcasting.
Yeah.
This is one of those chapters in which it's kind of like a calm before the storm sort of thing, in which things happen, but it's not like a prominent thing.
For the love of God, just say what you're gonna say, Vegapunk.
Yeah. That too.
How many chapters have you been stalling?
It's been a minute.
He's been doing this for so long.
And I'm just kind of like, I would like things to move.
Mm-hmm.
I like the lore, but I need things to move. I don't want to.
We're hitting that Wano level right now, where it's like beginning of an arc, wonderful, awesome. I love everything about this. When the arc starts to peter down to its end, it starts to get a little bit dragging its feet. It's like, okay, we get it. I just want to move
on. One thing to promote my bat agenda: we do not see Stussy leave the lab, so I think she's a stowaway on the Sunny. That is my bad agenda. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I want Stussy so bad. I want her to be a main character, so please. Out of this, I want Bonnie and Stussy, and I will not ask for anything else.
God, Stussy feels way too stacked to be a Straw Hat.
I would say that too if someone else didn't exist.
I mean, the fish is one thing, but Stussy is a lot.
Here's my thing about the fish. Warlords are still important.
Yes.
20 years after the fact, they're world celebrities, and he's a main character.
Sure. I mean, Brooke's also a world celebrity.
I get out of here! Oh, boo, boo.
But it's like with Jinbei, it's like all of his lore is tied to being a pirate who was on some cruise, right? Stussy is like everything. She owns the Pleasure District. She's an international super spy. She is the clone of a member of the most legendary pirate crew of all time. She might be a seraphim,
but she's not a pirate.
She is.
I mean, not literally.
She's a clone of a rocks pirate.
But that's not her, though. What do you think about this, Minnie?
I think she has much less reason to join than Lilith does, but she's probably going to be important. She's probably going to have to find a way to be useful. And either she's going to do something later, or she's going to die soon.
We got to drop her off with Morgan's.
Yeah, that could be useful.
Like, that
her new thing could be
sense.
Yeah, she could help find the past or something, if Morgan even cares about the past.
Dog, could you imagine giving Morgan CP0 information?
That would be funny.
That would be some big news!
Though I wonder, where is Lucy going to go after this?
Alabasta.
Back to lead his people.
I love that theory so much. And not because I made it, because it's cool.
It's pretty cool. Especially now that his dad's dead. I mean, theoretical dad.
I saw a theory that they were going to hire Neomads to give Lucci a raid suit so that he could contend with Admiral level opponents.
That's kind of cool.
It's
I
like,
don't know.
do we need that for Lucci?
I mean, Lucci needs just to get good.
Like, if Lucci, like, you could use Lucci as a weapon to fight Luffy, I guess, but is that where he's needed as, like, a storyline purpose?
Luffy's above Admiral at this point. So even with that, he wouldn't be. He was fighting Kizaru and Saturn at the same time.
Yeah, he kind of bodied Kizaru. So Kizaru, you can make the excuse that he's going through like mental struggles at this point. So
I mean, I think he's pretty much even with Kizaru.
No, Kizaru had to tap out in that 2v1. So Luffy, I think, would body him. Like, no diff.
I guess you have to be above Admiral if you can fight Kaido.
That's the thing too. So
actually, no. I hate it. I hate because I would want to think that Kizaru could put up and maybe beat Kaido. So in just one arc, Luffy just went like 20 levels.
Because, man, here's the thing, though. Like, there was that quote about how Kizaru was going to go to Wano to handle Big Mom and Kaido. After seeing Kizaru's display in Egghead, that was a lie. And he was just talking. Because
I mean, between Kizaru and Green Bull.
Oh, my God.
But let's be honest, like we took the oldest, busted up, at the time, practically the weakest Yonko, and we needed all of the admirals at once to contend with Whitebeard.
And he was 3v1ing most of them most of the time.
And that was in their territory.
He only ever 1v1'd, and he lost every single encounter he had with the admirals.
Yeah.
Really?
But they still had to have every admiral to contend with Whitebeard. Who,
when he fought the ice guy?
Go on.
No, go on.
You first.
Oh, I was going to say, when he fought the ice guy stabbed him. He didn't hurt the ice guy. Kizaru shot a laser in between him. And the 3 times he fought Akainu, sure, he punched Akainu away. But each time Akainu took a chunk of his chest, then his face, then, yeah. So he lost every encounter. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, but like at this point, we can also probably agree Kaido bodies Whitebeard that we saw.
Yeah, because I mean,
in his prime, maybe not.
No,
the Whitebeard that we saw, Kaido bodies.
Yeah,
easily.
Because the Whitebeard.
Go on. No, go on. I've said enough.
No, you go. You're the guest.
You're the guest.
I really don't know. Like, Whitebeard was strong. He was able to fight the admirals, even though he lost. Like, I don't think he would get bodied.
I mean, what's Whitebeard gonna do to Kaido?
The same thing he did to Blackbeard the moment Blackbeard.
I mean, my man can't take physical damage.
But like,
okay, fair enough.
Like, here's the weird part about Blackbeard. Blackbeard got a quake bubble. I think it's called a hem splitter or something. They attack.
Blackbeard took like the strongest move, the only named attack of Whitebeard,
to the face. Then he like bled a little bit. He said, "Oh man, you're so crummy!" And he pulled out his blicky and shot
and killed him.
and killed him.
And he got the whole squad to predator that man.
That was nuts. All the homies pulled out everything and went at him. I'm like, yo, ice that old man. And then like, old Whitebeard too couldn't use hockey appropriately. At least that's the running theory. No, I mean that was
hockey didn't exist in the way that it does when that happened. So
yeah, like
it wasn't colored at least.
Yeah, it's like it was around technically, but armament.
Kind of mentioned it. He's like, darn hockey people.
Yeah, he did when he was dodging. Yeah, I don't know how that works anyway. But
Crocodile explains how that works. You move your body before they hit you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you turn your body into sand and
yeah. Crocodile is weird.
It's the same way that Katakuri does it. Yeah, Crocodile is weird because that was like you had to train your reflexes to do that beforehand. Yeah. That was the way that you beat Logias, is that sometimes it wouldn't be trained. But no, this has to be the standard now.
Yeah.
We need hockey for that.
And the reason why Kakumam lost is because she didn't want to kill her son.
Of course.
Did you see that they released a picture of the missing we talked about this before, Polly.
Yeah,
The missing Amazon Lily princess.
that's Crocodile. I'll take no arguments. Good day.
Yeah. So
Now,
Crocodile was the missing Amazon Lily princess.
because it's too weird for me. Like, I don't know if that's his like. Okay, real talk. I don't know if Crocodile his mother. I think that's a little ridiculous. But based on how Baroque Works was set up, in which he just kept reptiles around, like he has a bunch. He has the turtle, he has the lizards, he has the crocodiles, and then he has the two other animals, the Unluckies, which were a otter and a bird. And then you look at Amazon Lily, they have all these snakes, and then they have a panther and a hawk. So it's weird that both of these organizations have so many animals for no reason, especially Crocodile. It's weird, but it may not mean anything. But I could believe, like, yeah, here's Toritoma. And then based on the age difference, it's believable because Crocodile is, I think, 46 and Boa is 31 after the time skip. So she's 29 in pre-time skip. So, like, he's in the weird age bracket to be in between Boa and Shocky.
Yeah. Also about Baroque Works. Tell me how stupid it is.
Okay.
Is Miss Golden Week related to Vegapunk?
Oh, because of the apple hat. I mentioned that once. Yeah. That's weird.
And the thing is, why would Vegapunk give Crocodile a devil fruit weapon?
You know what's weird about now? You can't say that's directly related. You can't say that's directly related to Vegapunk. And the reason why is because in Wano, there's a little teapot guy who's also a Tanuki.
Okay, but that could be ancient Japanese Wano knowledge. How did the outside world figure it out? And they gave credit to Vegapunk.
It's weird.
So I think Miss Golden Week had connections because of that apple thing. She can read the thing. What's it called?
She has a lot. What do you mean she can read?
Vegapunk, the Stella, has an apple thing on the top. That's an antenna to his big brain.
Right.
Her apple top could also be an antenna to that big brain, so she could know what he knows, and that's how she made the dog instead of Vegapunk.
I mean, no, because that's a hat that she gets like after the cover story. She doesn't always have that.
Okay, I'm looking way too much into it then.
She wears like a little top hat in Little Garden. Speaking of which, kind of going off into the live action because the chapter's over, but
live action, ooh.
Because
in this one battle alone, he suffered 267 sword wounds, was struck by 152 bullets, and 46 cannon blasts, and yet neither that mighty party nor his pirate's pride suffered one coward's wound.
That's hot. I love you.
Man, remember when One Piece was cool? Good lord.
Oh, don't say that! But we have cool worm now, Zakk. Look at the worm.
I hope that we get that with MF.
Yeah, the X on his back doesn't get damaged. Are we in trouble, boys? We might be.
Dude, Whitebeard's last words are so cool.
He's so peak.
You ain't him, dog.
I
need to get the you're not him and make that an emote somewhere.
Oh yeah, put it on there. But yeah, I wonder who's gonna be Miss Golden Week in the live action because they announced Mr. 3 and a lot of the Baroque Works agents, and her name is Mary Ann, which is funny.
Oh yeah, I looked it up. Apparently, it's a French religious thing about like freedom and stuff.
Apparently, there's a famous pirate named that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
that's cool. But yeah, I hope they don't because I have come around live action a lot. I hope we don't skip Marianne. We don't skip Miss Golden Week because I'm like, come on, dog. Because here's the problem: you had your time in the sun with the East Blue because you didn't have to do a lot of CGI work. It's a CGI nightmare from here on out.
Yeah.
Like every arc, just about.
I mean, the big question is, what are we going to do with Chopper?
I'm not ready.
Everyone wants to know what we're going to do with Chopper.
I'm not ready.
How do we contend with that? He's a main character. Allegedly.
I'm scared.
Oh, I want to see his fingers. I hope they're extra long.
I don't want to see his fingers because I know there will be extra long.
Finger point.
Oh no. And the Zoans are going to be a great visual spectacle. It'll be great.
If they pull it off, the Zoans could look good. Like the bull guy from Drum Island.
Yeah, Dalton.
Yeah, like if it would not be hard to make Dalton look awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to look immaculate. You can make a CGI bull with a shirt on. Cool. Chopper?
Because Heavy Point is a nightmare.
It's not even all the extra points. Like, regular Brain Point is a nightmare.
Yes, it is.
Like, what are we going to do about this? Like, he has to be a CGI character, and everyone's like, oh, dude, well, Lord of the Rings. What about Sonic? What about Detective Pikachu? Like, things exist.
No.
Yeah, those are movies.
Yeah.
This isn't running on a TV show budget. We made the Knuckles television show, and we made it so that Knuckles was in 3 episodes of a season.
Yikes.
Because we didn't have the money to put the character in the show.
And here's a very funny point. You know what Sonic and Knuckles and Pikachu have that Chopper does not have?
A fan base?
Ah! True. I mean,
I side-eye Minnie from across the room. He does not have a regular hand.
True.
He has a Powerpuff Girls hand in which he swipes over things and he picks them up. How do you translate that? That's going to be disgusting. Because, I mean, Knuckles has a big mitten. That's fine. Sonic has a hand. Go on.
If they can get it right, they're going to take over the world.
Yeah, no. It'd be the best show on television.
If they could manage to do it correctly. That's the keys to the city, brother.
If it doesn't make me vomit, it's great.
No one knows how they're going to do it.
No.
Inconceivable.
And then you have to turn that into a full Gorilla Man. Good luck. Because
are we just going to have him in Walk Point most of the time?
Hideous. Hideous.
I wouldn't care too much if we did that.
I would.
At least in Alabasta, he's in Walk Point most of the time.
So in BoJack Horseman, there's this one guy who they're like, oh, hey, glad to see you. Why are you wearing that hat? Or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But you never actually see the guy they're talking to. He's always just off the camera.
Oh, no. Minnie.
They just refer to Chopper most of the time. I would love that.
The textures are going to go crazy because it's felt on fur.
Are we going to give him hyper-realistic eyes? Cute anime eyes?
Oh, I'm going to puke.
Like, are we going to go more of the Pikachu or Sonic route?
Pikachu would be easier on the tummy.
Like, the hyper-realistic deer eyes would be better.
Yeah.
Just the black eyes on Chopper.
Yeah.
That would look better, but are they going to do that? Or are they going to be like, we have to make this design as close to the source material as we can?
If they could spend as much money to get a Smeagol, that would actually be okay.
Yeah, my worry is that Chopper isn't the end of it. You have to have Brooke and Frankie.
Well, actually, I'm thinking about like Pirates of the Caribbean. They were able to do skeletons pretty well way back then.
See, like, that's true.
But again, that's a movie as well.
True, that's a movie as well. And then, like, Brooke gets way more cartoony. Like, as you go further, like, it's at the start, it's not as bad, but it's funny. Like, as he's hanging around Luffy and he becomes more of a main character, his jaw elongates, the black of his eyes pop out. It's disgusting when you start to think about it. Like, he gets more, I mean, that's in Wano, but like before that, it gets more and more cartoony with Brooke. So I don't know what you do. And he has expressions. Even the ability that his eyes change shape is weird. Because he's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
But changing the shape of a skeleton isn't going to be that bad.
Please.
It's bad when it's all realistic, though.
Yeah.
It'll be better if he's like stop motion, like Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Stop
You made
motion
me think-
feels like it would take a lot of money.
It would.
I do want to see him
a lot of
do.
time and money. Go on.
I want to see him do the 45 degree and be a full Michael Jackson.
Even
Yeah.
Also,
I want to get Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and I want it to put a blue nose and antlers on his head. I want to have like a Lou Ferrigno chopper.
Oh my god.
I just want to have like a guy that we put makeup on, and that's it.
Andre R.I.P. Andre. Man.
Heavy point.
Every point. I'll protect you.
I like
Lou.
that though.
No, we'll get instead of Andre, we'll get like the Big Show or something.
The guy who plays Usopp wants Batista to be Frankie, and I stood up and clapped.
Yeah, that'd be good. If we get my boy Dave in there. They should get WWE wrestlers involved in this project.
I mean, when you get to Water 7, it should be all WWE.
I mean, let's be honest here. Let's see.
Who would be Lucy?
Me. Let me be Lucci.
I enjoy it.
Oh, wait. I'll put this in the VC chat.
All right, let me see.
Wait, who's?
Allow me to show you my Wapple. If I can find VC. Why are there so many channels on here? Garbage.
No!
I can never figure this nonsense out. Boosh. Wapple.
That's a good wobble. No, make him Fukuro.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Go! Fukuro!
John Cena should be the Absalon.
Yes.
I would love that.
You can't see him.
Because you can't see it.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we should have our closing thoughts on the chapter. We're getting long. And
I'm happy she doesn't have to suffer anymore. This story.
Lord!
She got the answers. Why am I sad?
Though I cannot wait for Ulti to appear in the cover story.
If she even does. Is she still in Wano, or did she get taken over to Impel Down, or how does that all work?
I don't know who's in Impel Down, bro. There's so many questions left in Wano, which is crazy.
For how long it was, it's amazing how little was said.
Yeah! Yeah!
Well, that's because it's going to be important again. Big Mom and Kaido are going to come out as Godzilla.
And Ulti and Page One and Yamato have to fight it.
Oh no, this is going to be way beyond the pay grade.
I would like Ulti and Yamato to make up.
That'd be cute.
Yeah. Because they were on that all-girls color spread a while back with Bonnie and a few other women in One Piece. Anyway. Yeah, Perona was there. Anyway, yeah, so I guess this is it. I ran out of words. So if you're on the internet, you should join the digital burrow to be like this cool guy Minnie over here. Thank you for coming, Minnie.
Thanks for having me.
And while you're on the internet, you should go to TikTok and follow Pinball PA Zakk, because he's like the game historian with pinball machines and arcade machines. It's an excellent time. He's an excellent showman. It's fun education. You do the best. It's great. He's a fun educator. Go follow him if you want to learn some stuff. Also, check out Reddit Sephiroth on YouTube, as he has had some excellent Final Fantasy 14 videos. In accordance to people being very passive about healers, which I understand completely, because if you play a game for 100 hours, you should have some passion, some fire about what you spend your time on. But anyway.
I got 2,500 views on that video. It's the most views I've gotten on my entire channel because I farm drama. We're crushing it, boys.
You're crushing it. Oh, congrats, bro. I didn't know that.
It's very funny.
Good.
Meanwhile, the one video that I am passionate about and loved and very positive about my journey in a video game, 18.
Maybe
I love it.
The numbers from that could boost the other one. You never know.
It hasn't, but it's whatever. I don't.
Oh,
I don't do this. I don't do YouTube for like the glory and all that kind of stuff. I basically just feel like I just want my thoughts on the internet for people to eventually find it on Earth one day.
but if you are, speaking about someone who does YouTube for the glory,
you should also subscribe twice. Make new accounts. Don't do that. I think that's illegal. But but subscribe at least once to Paulo Pete Works on the YouTubes and on the TikToks.
yes, and thank you for watching. Thank you, Minnie, for coming on. And the bar is open, boys.
Don't be dodgy.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.